Then here we have like the deck of cards. Here we have the most important component, just in case we need it. And then here we have the like all the encounter cards. Hey everyone, this is Thecos, and today I'm bringing you my playthrough of Tir Na Nog. Very interesting puzzly game. This is designed by Isaac Shalev and Jason Slingoland. I hope I'm pronouncing these names correctly. What does Tir Na Nog mean? Well, that is like the Celtic word for the Otherworld, and in this game we are sending like our storytellers into the Otherworld, so to speak. And they like come back then with all the stories of the creatures they met, the tales they experienced, and so on. In essence, this is a puzzle game that I would like to show to you. So let me just quickly set up the game, and then I will show you how this game plays. Alright, and if I haven't missed anything, that already is the setup of the game. This honestly took me like, I don't know, maybe 2, 3, 4 minutes, so not long at all. But that's how you set up the game for a solo game at least. And a multiplayer game would be kind of similar. You would have like a little different setup here. If like 3 players and up, for 2 players you would have the same setup. I'm just putting like the bot card in the middle here. You can also like put it like anywhere else, right? I'm just putting it here. And each player would have like the same gauge cards right here. This is they're called gauge cards. I hope that I pronounced that kind of correctly. That's like an old Gaelic word for like curse or for a vow, right? And these 3 cards, they like denote like how we need to puzzle our cards together here. That is pretty much what these do. And each player has like the same cards. There are more than these. These are the starting cards. I want to show you like the basic game when you like play the game for the first time. But each player like has the same cards, but they're like, it's like a really thick stack of cards in the box, so you can like mix it up quite a bit, which is pretty cool. Also, we have like the regions card up here for 1 to 3 players, just so that we know like how we score our regions. Then up here we have our figures. I will be playing orange. There is no black or no red in the box, so I play orange with the harp. That is pretty cool. It's quite close to red, that's fine. And that will be for our opponent, which is called Balor. Balor, that is our opponent, and like the mode, the solo mode is called Balor's Gaze. Then here we have like the deck of cards. Here we have the most important component, just in case we need it. And then here we have the like all the encounter cards down here. Last thing for setup is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards for each player. Well, it's just me, so only I get cards. Balor does not receive any cards. And this is like the first player token. In a solo game, you place that between like any of the 2 cards. I could also play it here, place it here, or there, or there. I'm just gonna place it here. I don't know. I did that like the first game, and since then I've just been used to doing that because I've been playing the game quite a few times already. Okay, so how does this game work? Well, there are like 3 phases per round. We will play 5 rounds. That's it, right? We will see like if we're done with all the with the game when we have puzzled everything here, because each round we will place down 3 cards, and each row will have 5 cards at the end, right? So it's like 15 cards, right? If you place like 3 cards around, that is 5 rounds. We always have like the journey phase, the saga phase, and then the cleanup phase. Let me just start playing the game, and then I will tell you how it works. Balor always goes first in each phase. So we start with the journey phase first. What we do is, let me just put these aside a little bit, like this. So I have room for the piles here. We always like turn over the first card of the encounter deck, and then we check the card here if it has a plus or not. It does not have a plus. So if it does not have a plus, then we just leave this card, Balor's card here, as it is. Otherwise we would have to like turn it over, right? But we leave it like this, highest. And now what Balor does is what also we do. Balor takes one of there's 3 storytellers here, right? Like with the bells here, and plays it between 2 cards. And Balor will always choose like the highest sum. So here we have 4 and 5, that's 9. Here we have 9, 8, 7, 11, 13 even. And that's 5. So that's the highest sum. So the storyteller will be here. And you can only place like 1 storyteller between 2 cards, right? So I couldn't place mine here as well. But I could place it here at the neighboring card. Why are we doing this? Well, we will do this until all storytellers have been placed, and then in the saga phase, the next phase, we can take one of these 2 cards, right? But Bala will always also try to take cards that we need. What cards do we want? Well, there are 2 things we're looking for. First of all, we're looking at the numbers here, and secondly, we're looking at the colors. Let me start with the numbers first, because that's one of the most important things. That's what we need to puzzle together here. Here we have our 3 gauge, right? The 3 curses or vows. The Wanderings of Oisens means that we score each card here. There is no other card with the same number in its row or column, right? So if we had like a 7 here and no other 7 in this column, in the first column or in the row, then we would get like 7 points, as many points like as the value denotes, right? The second gauge is Fion and the Salmon of Knowledge. We score each card here that is lower than the card to its left. So we want to get lower here, right? But also pay attention to not have the same card as in the upper row, right? Right above it, because otherwise we won't score this. And then here we just score for sets of the cards with the same value. That means like if we have like 5 fours, like 5 of a kind, we get 20 points. For 2 of a kind, we get 5. For 3, we get 10 points. For 4, we get 15. And for 5, we get 20. So always like 5 points more. That is like what we need to pay attention to. The second thing is the colors. At the end, we will have cards lying here in our grid, right? Like 15. And then we like look at the largest connected regions per color. So for example, if we had like 4 reds, then we have 4 of those, right? And we compare that with our with our opponents, also with like Balor in the solo game. And like the largest region for each color gives 8 victory points. The second largest region, which needs at least 2 cards, gives 3 victory points, right? So you want to have like connected colors, but we also want to satisfy these conditions here, right? And that's what we are doing. So we definitely need a high cards here so that we can go down, right? Then like an 8 would be good. The problem is Balor is already contesting that 8 here. And Balor will take that 8 if it's still on the highest side here. So we could like try to be lucky and like also go for the 8. But if we don't get it, then we might have to take the 3 instead. And the 3, well, we need also we need a lot of like cards with the same value, right? Numbers with the same value. At the moment here I have a 2, I have 2 2s, I have a 3, a 4 and a 6. That is really not great. Like 2 2s is fine, we could start here, but we don't have any 2s here, right? But you would have 3 4s, we would have another 3, which doesn't really help us too much, to be honest. So that is kind of tough actually. There are like a lot of greens here and a lot of yellows. That could like help us with like getting like these regions together, right? I think I will like have like a little like shot in the dark kind of, right? So I think what I will do, I will actually take this one here, my storyteller, my first one, and I'll just put it, I might want to have like any of these cards, because some cards also, let me just put that aside for a moment, some cards also have like effects at the bottom. This one says, when played, you may swap the positions of any 2 cards in your saga. So that could kind of help us like mitigate a few things later on, right? And also here, when played, you may move any card in your saga to the right of this card. So there are like things we can do. Or in the saga phase, which is like the second phase we will have a little bit later, it says immediately when your storyteller becomes lost, I will talk about that later as well, you may move them to a new space. Or you may move this card to the end of any row. I can do that like each round, right? So these things could kind of help us. And like if I look at here, like all of these cards don't really help us too much, but like here the 4s and 5s up here, we can do a few things with those maybe. So I'll just put my storyteller here and then see which of these cards I can get. I'm like kind of eyeing for the 5 here. Now it's Balor's turn again. Balor will turn over a card, no plus there, so it will stay at highest. So it will look for the highest number again. That is 9, 8, 7, 11, right here. There we go. Okay. So that 8 definitely is gone, yeah. I could have tried it, but it was a little bit too risky. All right, so then let me go over here. Oh, let me just place them down like this so you can see it better. Let me place that one there. Now it's Balor's turn again. No plus, so the highest sum is actually the 9 up here. And then it's my turn again. I am not quite sure. Let me go right here, because I do have a few ideas of what I could do. Okay, that is it. Now we go into the second phase, which is the saga phase. The saga phase, here we again, battle will start. We turn over a card, still the highest, right? We still don't turn it over. So, and now we will take a look at all the cards that the storytellers of ballot touch, and the cards with the highest value we will take. If there are several cards with the highest value, then we will go from here, from the first player token, this is why we have it here, then we will go clockwise. And the first storyteller that we come across, like of Balor, like the first storyteller that belongs to Balor, we will come across with the highest card, that number we will take, right? But the highest one is the 8 here, so that is pretty easy. And we will, there are 2 storytellers here, but we will take this one because that one is closest clockwise, right? That means this goes into the pile of Balor. Balor will not score these cards directly. Balor will later on score the colors, right, to contest with the regions that we are trying to build up. But apart from that, Balor will score these scores here in the bottom. It's kind of similar to other games, such as Prolopolis, for example, where you have like the go cards and you see like the score you need to reach. That's kind of that here. Solo score 22, 20, and 15. So these are the scores Balor will get for sure, right? Plus the regions. So we need to at least reach that score, plus be better at the regions. All right, so now it's our turn. Now we can take a card. I'm actually eyeing that 5 over here. I think I will take this one, like this, and then the storyteller that is connected to that. And now we also need to play a card immediately. We always need to play from left to right. We can't play more than 5 cards in a row, except if a card allows us to do it. And I will go for the 2s here, I think. Yeah, I think I will go for the 2s here. So let me put a 2 right here. All right. So we want 5 2s in that row. Let's hope we can get them. Let's just see. Balor's turn again. We turn over a card. No plus to the highest card. We have 5 here and a 4. So Balor will take the 5, since that is the highest card. So you see the AI is really easy to manage here. And I will actually take, I think I will actually take that 4 here. Like, so then I would have even more, yellow cards. I think that's not too bad. Yeah, let me take that 4 here. So, and now something interesting happened, because now this storyteller is lost. I will get to that in just a moment. But first we need to place down a card. Let me place down the next 2. Oh, we wait for another 2. Maybe we can get another yellow 2. That would not be too bad, right? That would not be too bad. So, let's see what we could do. Because it would be clever to like start with a high number here and then go down, right? That would be clever, and the 6 wouldn't be too great, because you would have to like go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, because we only have 5 cards, right? That would be kind of tough. So I'm not sure if I want to do that. Having the 2 would be good down here, but I want to maybe have more yellow cards. So instead, I think what I will do, I will just hope for a high number later on. I think I will just take the 6 and put it up here. I just can't place a 6 here for that to score, right? I think that would be okay. I just need like a 7 or 8 here. That would be great. Okay, so now it's Balor's turn, but the storyteller is lost. If a storyteller is lost, it will not gain any cards. So for now, it's our turn again. I'll take my storyteller here, and I will take a 4 maybe. Will I take the 1, or let me take the 4? Because that lets me also swap the position of 2 cards. That's not too bad. We can definitely work with that. And then we need to place down a card again. Placing the 4 up here. Now I have 3 4s. That would have been amazing for down here, right? But we will not do that. Instead, I think I will actually place the 4. Let me think. Let me place the 4 up here. I just can't place a 4 here then. I think that could be okay. All right, and now it's Balor's turn again. Now we see all storytellers are gone except the lost ones. Lost storytellers means that when our storyteller is lost, it means that we can just take any card that is left, right? And Balor will do the same thing, but Balor will of course turn over a card, no plus, so we'll say it highest and take the highest card then, which is the 4 here. like this. That was the journey phase. We have finished like the first of 5 rounds. Now we will in the cleanup phase, we will take these cards and discard them. Then we will deal out new cards right here. Give it just a moment to do that. Oh, there's an 8. Oh, there's even, oh, I definitely need that one. There's an 8 that is even yellow. That is perfect. That is exactly what I need. I need to get this. Otherwise, the green 8 would also be okay, but I definitely want this one. So we put this one here again. We have a few effects here. This one, and that is very interesting. This one says add 3 to this card for each different card color it is next to. So let's see, it will be different to next to one other card color, to a green one. Then this would not be a 0 anymore. We would add 3 to it. And for that, we have these cool tokens here that you see here at the top. And with these tokens, we have like color tokens. Like, for example, if it's like says change the color, then we can like change the color up here in the right, at the top right. And these can let us change the number. So for example, let me find a 3. Here we go. Right? So if that is now a 3, I will just put a 3 there. So we know, okay, that is still a red card, but it's a 3 now, right? And not a 0 anymore. That is cool. Like you have these tokens for changing the colors and the numbers. Here we add 1 to each card on its left. That could be quite good here for the top card, maybe. I would want that for the top, maybe. And this one says change this card to a 2 when it's next to a green card. Okay. That's not too bad, actually, right? We need 2s down here. So I think I want this card for sure, then this one, maybe this, and maybe this one. That's the 4 cards I want. But I can only have 3. So, and now, for the cleanup phase, last thing we need to do is take one of our cards and discard it. I'm gonna keep green and yellow for now. Let me discard the blue one here. Okay, so now it is Bella's turn again. No plus, so we stay at highest, and the highest sum would be here 14, 16 here. Oh no, it's contesting my card here. That is pretty bad. So I would have to put like a storyteller there and one there maybe. You know what? That 8 would be perfect. But I think I can also put it here, so we get like one of these for sure. Because we need some 2s down here, but then again the color is not great. You know what, let me go here. I can even work with these 6 if need be. Okay. Okay, I think I will do it like this. Bala will still aim for the highest sum, so that is the 11 up here, I think, right? Yeah, that's the 11 up here. Then I will definitely go here. Bala will still go for the highest. Man, that is 5, 5, 8 here. And I said, well, the 5 would also be interesting. The 0, we could also work with the 0 and like change that to a higher number. So let me go right here, I think. Well, then again, the 5 here would also be quite... I do have a 5 already. Let's go here. Okay, I think that works. So that was the journey phase. Now we go into the saga phase again. It's Ballad's turn first. There's a plus. So, oh, that is great. We are so lucky. Well, lucky, I mean, it could have changed before. So now we change that to lowest. So now Ballad selects the lowest number. That would be 8, 8, 6, the 5 over here. No, the 3 here. The 3 here would be the lowest. So that's what Ballad will take. And I will definitely take that 8, that yellow 8. That's the one I've been eyeing. And I need to place down a card immediately. And I will place the 8 right here. That's perfect. That's wonderful. I think 8 is the highest number even. So I like the highest regular number, right? I mean, you can like have higher numbers with the effects and stuff. So yeah, I think the highest it can go is up to 12 with the effects, but I'm not quite sure. Okay, it's Ballad's turn again. Let's see. Still lowest. That would be 8, 6, 5. The 5 over here. Unfortunately, that one is gone. I would have liked to have that, to be honest. Then it's my turn. Yeah, like the 2 or the 8. The 8 I could change into a 2 with another green card next to it. And that would work with this one here, right? And then I could have like both 2s here. That is not bad. I will take this one here. Alright, so Ballad's storyteller. Last one is lost again, but first I need to place down a card. Let me place down let me place this one down here. That is fine. 8 is okay. That works. Yeah. So, and then it's Bella's storyteller is lost, so Bella needs to wait. Now it's my turn. Well, I can only take this card because that's the only card next to my storyteller here. That is the 0. It said add 3 for each different card color it is next to. So put it up here, it's still a 0. That would be 0 points, right? But we put a different card color down here, that would be a 3. Yeah, let's see if we can work with that. So I will now put the 2 down here. And now you see, it says here, change water kelpie, like this card, that's what it's called, to a 2 when it's next to a green card. It now is. So this now becomes a green 2. So now we have 3 2s here. That is great. Wonderful. And okay, and Ballas, the last storyteller, let's see. We don't have a plus here, so the lowest card will be the 2. That's the one that Balla will take. Alright, so now we do the cleanup. Oh no. I hope I never discard cards down there because that's actually Balla's pile. You know what? Let me put Balla's pile actually a bit more there so I don't mess it up. That would be kind of bad. Okay, so let's deal out the next round here. So almost halfway through. I'm just talking a lot, explaining that a lot, but you can play this game in like 20-30 minutes solo if you know how to play it. Yeah, it's a very engaging puzzle. I like it quite a bit. I'm quite surprised by how much I like this game. Put that one here. We need to discard a card. So let's see. The 4 here. The 4 and the 5 and the 4 I will keep for sure. Because I can like put them here and I can have like a large yellow area. That is good. That one is a little bit too situational, right? But we could work with that kind of. The 4. The 4 is like the card that I can do. And it's like one I cannot really work with. So I will discard the 4. Okay. Next round. Let's see what Balla will do. Balla will still aim for the lowest. So 6, 7, 8, 11. Yeah, would be the 6 right here. Okay. What do we want? Now I want to go down in terms of numbers. This one is the same that we had before. This one says like add 1 to the card for each card to its left. That means if I take this and put it here, it would be a 6, and that would be pretty good actually. So I definitely want this. Apart from that, the 8 or 7, which would be more interesting, just in case I cannot get this one here. The 7 could be okay. I mean, like the 8 could be like a lot of points later on if I need it, right? So you know what? Let me go right here. Then Balla will still aim for the lowest, and I think that was the 7 here, right? Yeah, that was the 7 right here. Okay, and then we will go. That's kind of tough now, right? I want more 2s, but I don't have any 2s. I could only turn that into like multiples of 3. You may discard this card to draw 3 cards and then play 1 to your saga and discard the others. That's not bad, right? We could like play this and then discard it and draw 3 cards and just hope we get something good. That's not too bad actually, you know? You know what? I think I will take this one. Let me just go here. Okay. And Balla will still aim for the lowest, and that is 11, 12, 8 right here. Okay, and then it's our turn. Nothing here really speaks to me, to be honest. Nothing really speaks to me, but Balla will not take this card because we go clockwise. Balla will take this card first, so I could go for that 3 here, just because it's like another green card, right? But then again, we also need other colors. Let's see which colors Balla's collecting. No blues so far, right? So like the same colors that I'm collecting pretty much. So we need more of our colors, right? So another green would be good. Another blue would be good as well. I'm gonna get the 3. You know what? Let me go here, and then take one of the 2 8s. I don't know which one yet. Okay. Balla is now the saga phase, and Balla will still take the lowest, and that would be these 2 3s, right? But we go clockwise from that first player marker, so this one is first. So Balla will take this one here. And now you see like a few of the mechanisms here in the solo game, right? The puzzle. Because now I know Balla can only take these 2 cards. So I'm like free with these. So if I wanted this one, now I would have to take this one because these are all safe at the moment. And yes, I'm actually going to take this one because I liked this one here. Has a pretty cool effect. Then Bala will now take the highest, which is that 4 over here. That means another lost storyteller. Okay, a lot of red cards. I don't know if I can get the red majority anymore. That would be kind of tough. But at least we have 2. We need 2 in each color at least. All right, I will definitely take this 5 here. That's the one I wanted. Oh, I should have played 2 cards already, right? So I would have played the 5 I want to play here. So I can't play that now because I haven't drawn it yet, so to speak, right? So instead I probably would have played the 0 here and see what I could have done with that. And then now I would have played the 5. Add 1 to that card for each card to its left. So this is not a 5 anymore. This is now a 6. Okay. 6 is fine. Yeah, we're still doing fine with our objectives here. All right. Bala will... Well, I don't know, but Bala will not do anything because Bala has a lost storyteller. It's our turn now. So do I take the green or the blue one? We need 2 blues at least to score for blue, right? To get at least a few points. So I think I would take the blue one here. All right, and then we need to play a card. I will play the 5 here because we need to go down, right? 8, 6, 5. That is good. Okay. And then it's Bala's turn. Bala now will take the highest card that is to the left, and that's this one here. Okay, wonderful. So let me clean up. Just 2 more rounds, as you can see, right? 6 more cards I need to place. And then we're already done with the game. And then let's see if we can win against Bala. It's not that easy to win, even with these 3 basic cards that you actually start like your first game with to like learn the game. It's quite tough. I have won against Bala, but I think I have lost more often than I have won. It's not very easy. It's a pretty tough opponent, which I like, but it's still manageable. It's still doable. All right, we need to get rid of something. Ooh, I want to keep the 4 for sure here. But then again, how many yellows does Bala have? Only 2. So I think we could be fine with yellows at the moment. So instead we could take the 4 and keep the 8. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. Let me then get rid of this one here. Okay. So it's Bala's turn first for the next journey phase. Oh, I forgot something. I forgot an important rule. Like in the cleanup phase, I should have done that twice already. In the cleanup phase, you also turn over that card. Always turn over Bala's card. I forgot that the first 2 rounds. Sorry about that. I hope I caught that and put it as a subtitle before in the other 2 rounds, right? But now we put it to lowest and then a card, so that stays the way. So that's something that I missed, unfortunately. I'm sorry for that. Some of these happens when you record, right? That you just miss something like that. 8, 9, 11, 8, 7, right here. That will be the smallest number. So what do we want? I need 2s. There are no 2s here. Oh man. You may change this to a 5, just like that. Okay, that's okay. This one says, add 1 for each other card in your saga that is a 6 or higher. I have quite a few of those, right? I have 2, 3 of those, so that would be a 6 here. We need blue cards. We need blue cards. It doesn't really matter what number. I need 1 more blue card, so I will just go in here. This one says, when played, you may discard that. I have to draw 3 cards. That's what I have here. I will need that to hopefully get a 2. Okay, then Bala will still aim for the lowest sum, and that would be 9, 8. The 8 right there. Right here. Where will we go? Actually, I have a blue 5 here then later maybe. Then a blue 8, I suppose. With the 4, I don't know yet what we will do. So actually, I don't really need a whole lot anymore, but maybe having like 2 blues would also not be too bad. Yeah, just in case we don't get this card here, let's just go for another blue, just in case. Also, like yellow 6 isn't too bad either, so let's just do that. Bala will still go for the lowest. That's 9, 9. Yeah, there's 2 9s. A 9 over here and a 9 over here. But we go clockwise, so Bala will go here. Our turn. Actually, I don't really want any of these cards. Not really. I think I would just go down here, just in case I can take that 4 again. So I can like play a card to just like draw more cards. I think that's not too bad. Alright, that's already it. We go to the saga phase. It's Bala's turn again. We'll aim for the lowest card, which is that 3 or that 3. But he will go to this one here, because that one is actually in clockwise direction with this storyteller here. The first one, like this. I definitely wanted, which one did I really want? I really wanted this one here, right? The blue one. That one gives me, well, it is kind of, this one would now be a 6. And I don't really want to have a 6, right? So let me take the 5 instead with this one here. Let me take the 5 instead. Okay. And then I need to play a card. Let me play the, no, you know what? Let me play the 4. And this one now says, when played, I may discard this to draw 3 cards, but I need to play one of those then. Let's see. Let's hope for a 2. Doesn't matter. The color doesn't matter. We just need a 2. Yep, there's a 2. So I will discard these 2, and the 2 I will play right here. Wonderful. All right. That's good. If we could get like 3 blue cards here, that would be okay maybe. Let's just see. In the journey phase, you may place a storyteller at the corner of up to 4 cards. That's pretty cool. So I can actually place like a storyteller here and would count for all 3 cards. That is pretty cool. And then I can like select any of those in the saga phase. Okay, it's Bala again. The lowest card would be the 4 here. No, the 3 up here. So Bala will take this one. And I have a lost storyteller. Now it's my turn. Well, I will then take the 4 here. I will play it again, just to discard it again, to draw 3 cards. And let's see what we can get here. No 2. Okay. But the 4 isn't too bad. Change the color of all cards next to this to blue when played. That would only be this card. Oh, that means we lose the yellow majority, right? Well, only 2 cards, but there will be another one there. So it would be equal. But blue, I would definitely win blue then. But having the 4 here would be great. Yeah, I think I will actually take the 4. Play it there. So this one will be changed to blue. So we take one of these blue tokens and put that there. So now we know these 3 are all blue. That's kind of a cool idea with these tokens to change all of that stuff. Change these cards. That's pretty clever. And Bala, well, we will just turn over cards just because we have to. But Bala will, of course, take this one here. That's the only one that you can take. And we have a lost storyteller, so we can now choose any of these cards. Which one do we take? That's a good question, actually. The 5... We could place the 5 up there. These are all 5s. This is an 8. Well, we could place the 8 up there. How many red cards does Bala have? 3. 4. So we don't have the majority for red cards here. That is kind of bad. But that's the way it is, I suppose. Yeah, let me take this one here. But green or yellow? It does not really matter. I kind of messed up the regions thing, so I might actually lose this game. Okay, so now I need to place a card. I will place the 8 here. The 8 is fine. The 8 is fine here. Yeah, because that gives us a lot of points. Okay, so let's discard these. Now I will not forget to turn that over. And let's do this one here again. And that's going to be the last round now. So when this video is over, it will be like, I don't know, like after editing and whatever, it will be like 45 minutes. You see that I played like 45 minutes then with telling you how everything works. So you see like 20-30 minutes for a solo game. So I need to get rid of one of those. I will get rid of the green one here, I think. Yeah. Okay. Last round. It is Bala's turn. the highest. 9, 10, 13 right here. Yeah, I think that's the highest, 13. So we have a 2 here. We definitely need that too. No compromise. We need that too. I'm going to go on both sides if I can. I definitely need that too. So I will just go over here, I suppose. Yeah, I think I will go over there. Bala will aim for the lowest, for the highest, I mean, which is 11 right here, I think, right? 10, yeah, looks like it. And I will just go here, just to secure that too. And also I need like a lower number here. Maybe that 3, or even the 1, it doesn't really matter. The 3, the 1, anything, pretty much. Bala will still aim for the highest, which would be 10, 8, which would be the 10 right here. And I will place mine just here to get the 1 or the 3. It doesn't really matter. Okay, very cool. Okay, now we are in the saga phase again. Bala will go first as usual and go for the highest. The highest card would be this 8 here, which is okay. I don't want that anyway. So take this and be happy with it. I'm going to take the 2 here. That's the one I need. That's also the one I will play immediately. So this is the first row that is done. And we have all 2s in here. That's going to be 20 points. That is amazing. That is amazing. Bala will still go for the highest, which is 3, 7, 4, the 7 right here. And we go clockwise, so it will be that storyteller claiming the card right here. And I now need a 1 or a 3. The 3 would give me more points, right? So it makes sense to just take the 3 here. Oh no, that's the wrong storyteller. This storyteller here. Like this. And I will place the 3 right here. I hope that I did everything correctly, but it still looks good. There are 3 different colors here, so that would be a 9. That's actually pretty good. Let me look for a 9 here. Give me a moment. Yeah, here we go. So this one is actually 9. That is great. That's a lot of points. Nice. So now it would be Bala's turn, but Bala's storyteller's lost, so it's our turn. I will take the 7 here. And now let's see. We have enough blues here, for sure. A 5 would be fine, and a 7 would be fine as well, but the 7 would give grant more points, so I will put the 7 here. And then Bala will take the highest card, which is the 5. And with that, we conclude the game. So I clean all of that up here. I discard my card at the end. Now we have 0 cards in hand, so it really works like that. And now we count up all our points. That is pretty simple. So usually I like to start with one of those, either the AI or me, usually with the AI. But I think this time I will score us kind of simultaneously. Let's start with these points here first, right? So Bala will just get these points noted here. So 22 plus 20 plus 15. That's just flat 57 points for the AI for Bala. And I will just have to count up all the points. So here we score each card that has no other card with the same number in its row or column. 6, no 6 here. 4, no 4, oops. No 4 here, no 4 there. The 9 is fine as well. The 8 is fine as well. The 7 is fine as well. So I score all of these cards. That's 10, 19, plus 15. Oh, that's not too bad. That's 34 actually. That is pretty good. That is really good. That's already more than half of the points that Bala has. Here I score each card that is lower than the card to its left. This one is lower, 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 lower. So I score all of these 4 cards. Not this one because it doesn't have a card to the left, right? That's 6, 11, 15. That's another 18 points. So we're at 52 points already. We almost have the same points as Bala has, but we also need to score the regions, and I think we will have an issue there. And here we get cards like we score for the set. We have a set of 5, all 2s. So we just get 20 points also to that. So that means we are at 72 points. That is really good. We have like 15 points ahead. That is good for now the region scoring, right? So at the moment, yeah, we're doing quite well. So let's do the region scoring. The region scoring works as well. At the beginning of the game, you choose a difficulty mode. I'm choosing normal. And then you remove a specific number of cards from Balor's hand, like from all the encounter cards that he got. And when you play on easy, you remove 3 cards, on normal 2, on hard 1, and on impossible 0 cards. I will actually play on normal as I usually do, so I can remove 2 cards. But I don't like remove them immediately. I like look at the region, then I see like which ones I remove. I will not remove the blue one because we're in the lead there. That's fine. Green, we would be in the lead if I removed 2. So I might remove 2 green ones. Red, I cannot gain the lead at all. And yellow is the same thing as green. We could also... Oh no, wait. I only have 2 greens next to each other. So if I removed 2 yellow ones, then we would gain the lead there. Maybe, well... But I remove only 1 yellow, that's already enough. Can we do anything like that? I think it doesn't really matter. No, it doesn't really matter. So I will just remove like 2 yellow ones here, that's fine. Alright, so, and now let me just sort these cards by color. It's a little bit easier. I just have to shuffle them when packing them away again a little bit thoroughly. Okay, there we go, the 4 colors. Let's start with red. First rank will always get 8 points and second rank 3 points. So here, yeah, well, Balor has like six cards. I only have 3. That means Balor receives 8 points, which is a lot. That is 65 points. I only get 3 points, which is 75. All right, so we're getting closer. Okay, then yellow. We will score 8 points, and Balor will score 3 points. So Balor is at 68, and we are at 83. Okay, we're still doing fine. Blue is very good because we have the majority, so we score 8 points, but Balor doesn't score anything because 1 card is not enough to score. We need 2 cards at least. That means that we just gain 8 points, which puts us at 91 points, and Balor still is at 68, so we have definitely 1. Here, green, we only have 2. Balor has 4. That means Balor now receives another 8 points, which is not too bad. That's 76 points, that's fine. And I receive another 3 points. So that means that I am at 94. So we have won 94 to 76. That is pretty good. Almost 20 points more than Balor. I hope I counted that all up correctly. If not, then you will just see that here in the scores that I put here. Also, there's one minor mistake I made. This one is not a yellow but a blue card. So I would have had only 3 yellows, but that's still enough. That's still enough to have the majority, so that's fine. So no changes there. All right, so we won this game, and that is how you play the game Tir Na Nog by Grand Gamers Guild. I will not do a full-fledged review. Let me just say a few words about the game. I mean, you just saw how it is played, so you hopefully now have an idea of how the game plays, whether you would enjoy it or not. I gotta say, I wasn't quite sure whether I wanted to back this or not, because first of all, it didn't seem extremely special, to be honest, at first sight. But I thought okay, the theme is pretty cool. It's like puzzly game, right? You puzzle your stuff together, and so I wasn't sure whether it would be good or not solo, but it really is. I really like this. I like puzzly games. Most of you might know that I really like games that have this puzzly nature. But I like streamlined puzzly games. I like games that have very simple rules, but that really present an engaging puzzle. And this one does. And what's really good here is not just that puzzle, but also this puzzle here. Because you never really quite know which cards Balor will get. You don't quite always know that, right? Because this card could always flip, and then you think oh no, now he's gonna get that one card that I need. So you always need to think about, okay, where do you put your storyteller to have the best chances of getting the best cards you can get. But the nice thing is you have time. You need to put 3 cards down each round, but you could only start with 1 row for now if you want to save for the others. So there's a lot of mitigation here, a lot of puzzling. So far I have always had the feeling that I was able to win the game if I just did the right moves. And that is great. That is a great feeling. There are games that I also enjoy, but I think are just very, very tough to win, and maybe you just need to be lucky. Here, I'm not sure. I still need to like play a lot of the different scoring conditions and see how these works, right? You can like combine them all. Let me just show you that there are quite a lot. These are not all of them because they're actually like for each player gets like a set, right? So each player gets like the same set. So each player always has the same scoring conditions. That's always also good in a multiplayer game. It's not like completely luck based who has which scoring conditions because you play with the same ones. But take a look. You have like 4 difference for the top row. And even when the colors are important, then you have 4 for the middle row and 4 for the bottom row, right? That's quite a lot of cards, right? That's like 12 different cards and they can combine in like pretty much any order. That's pretty good. I like that quite a bit. And that like changed up the game by quite a lot. Also, another thing that's really cool is like the theme here, because like this Celtic theme, I really enjoy that. Like the art of the cards is really nice, really nice artwork here. I enjoy that, and I also like all the flavor here, because you have like all these names of the different cards here. You have all these names here that like all seems like very mystic, but you also have this here. I haven't read that out, but you always like on each of these different cards here, you have like a little like story or a little bit of lore on the back, and that wouldn't have been necessary, right? But it's nice. It adds like a little touch. You can like read that if you want to before that, so you kind of know like what you're scoring here. So that's pretty cool. I like the way that Battle scores. Like the regions, that the difficulty just says how many regions you can remove. That is a really clever way of doing difficulty, because the difficulty doesn't change the game at all except for the end. And like one card more or less can really do a lot here. So that is also pretty cool. I mean, we would have also won on Impossible, I think. So this was a really good game today, just given the assumption that I haven't made any mistakes. The other scores Battle gets, it's just these 3 solo scores here. So really easy, really simple. Well done. And also, what I also like is the way you have like these color and number tokens here, right? Because like in my very first game, I didn't quite get that you used these for those. I thought like some kind of expansion or whatever. Right? I didn't use them in the first game. And then the first game I sat here and I'm like, okay, no, this one is actually not a 5. Wait, that is actually, oh, that must be this card. Oh, by the way, this is like, I like messed all of that up. Like this, but this is not a 5. This is actually 6. Okay, and this one, oh no, this one is a blue card because of this one. Oh, okay, and that's kind of hard to keep track of, right? When you're like during the game. So it is a really good touch that you're just able to take these tokens here and you can just change the colors, you can just change the numbers, whatever, and that works really well. So really well done. Also, in terms of components, first of all the components are really good. Like the cards feel really nice. I'm not sure. I might still sleeve them just because I like the game enough. It will definitely stay in my collection. But like the cards really nice. This token is maybe a little large. It didn't have to be that big, but still like these tokens are all like really nice, wood thick, feel great. Also these tokens are great. These cards also feel as good as these do. So really nice components. But what I also like is you see here that these are double-sided. And so you can save on components because on the other side, there's also other numbers, right? That is really clever. Like 11, 5, 8, 3. And these seem to be quite random, actually. And that is one thing that I'm not too fond of, to be honest. Because let's just look at the 6 on the other side is a 10. And I have another 6 here. And there's a 3 on the other side, right? So these are not the same on each side, right? That would have been great to like say like on, these are like all like 5 difference or whatever, right? On each 8, there's a 3 on the other side. Something like that would have been great, but it's still good. You can just like sift through here and just turn them over and look for your number, because otherwise you would have needed like twice as many tokens. So I think this is a really good idea to have like different numbers on these different sides. Really well done. So yeah, I really like this game. If you liked what you saw today and you like would enjoy this kind of gameplay, why don't you see whether or not you can actually get this. I don't know, like in Germany here, I don't think you can get this because it only exists in English, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, but I don't know, at your place, maybe you are actually able to like get hold of a copy, maybe even secondhand, whatever, a used copy, because this is a game I can highly recommend. I really like this. I will not give it an award yet because I'm not quite sure which one I will give it, but yeah, I will definitely give it one of my awards. I can tell you that for sure. It's a very, very good game. So yeah, I really like this. Well, and that concludes my playthrough of Tir na Nog, the little Celtic puzzle game by Grand Gamers Guild. Also another plus that I forgot to say is that you can play with up to 5 players, which is also really great. Just like you have just more cards to choose from. Thank you so much for watching and for sticking until the very end. As usual, I'm thankful for all of you. I especially want to give a shout out to my very generous patrons, and the biggest thanks go out to Thecos and Ryan Hall, who are supporting me at the highest tier at the moment. That's very generous. Thank you so much for that. You can support me by watching, liking and commenting my videos, by subscribing to my channel if you like my content enough, by supporting me on Patreon, and also by joining my Discord server to hang out with me and my truly amazing community. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the very next video. Take care everyone, stay safe, and cheers.